somebody asked about heart rate and so on. My experience is that just the 3 squats alone raise my heart rate when I'm doing it. I feel like it's a really great workout when I'm going through all 3 sequences.
Well, yeah, if you go really through the happy body, eventually you will catch up with the resistance that your heart is pounding, no matter what, right? And if you want to finish your 3 rounds in 30 minutes, and that you will be in 5 seconds repetition, your heart will pump, and that is more cardiovascular approach to the happy body. You still are in interval strength training system, and also the heart gets the beating. Well, you have to really know this, really how hard you really exercise. Let's say a sprinter runs, or a weightlifter, does exercise like snatch, and snatch is only 1 second. But after 1 second, the weightlifter's heart goes to 200 beats. That's the same as a sprinter. And a sprinter can come out of the blocks and runs only 3 seconds. But, after finishing 2 seconds, that sprinter's heart is about 200, or it can be even 240, because of so much power exerted in these 2 seconds. When the sprinter sits on a bench, his heart is going slowly beat. He's going down from 200 to 150 and so on until about 2-3 minutes, it becomes 70 or 80, and sprinter runs again, and the heart goes boom again to the 200. So the anaerobic athletes are very extremely cardiovascular athletes. They are not endurance athletes, which is constant confusion about these 2 things. Every athlete is cardiovascular athlete. And athletes that they are really like weightlifters or baseball players, football players, they are extremely cardiovascular athletes. They are not endurance athletes, but they are cardiovascular athletes. So when I always talk about endurance and not really cardiovascular. So cardiovascular, you can train. So marathon runner's heart is about 150 beats constant. And where the sprinter goes from 60 or 70, goes to 200 to 240, drops down to 70 and goes like that. So variability is better because of it. And it's the heart is trained extremely and goes down. So it's trained in the more extremes than actually flat. And in that flat, we are creating inflammation. And because of the flat and long run, we create inflammation in the heart. The chemical that stays in the heart causes our little scarring of the heart inside. That causes arrhythmia, and because of that, some marathon runners die. And that research, and that is really what? And
you hear that no like that from you.
Yeah, and that what really happens, and the one that was based the book, the Born to Run, the book, right? So he was 58. He ran, he really ran a lot with in Mexico with tribes, and then barefoot and so on. And he was 58. He dropped down in Mexico, died. And when they do autopsy, they found out that he had inflammation in the heart, he had scarred heart, he had arrhythmia, and he died.
Yeah.
All right, so this endurance system in elite marathon runners is leading really to scarring the heart. So that is a really big problem with marathon running.
But I think in the popular culture, it's never addressed. You're the only person, you and Danielle are the only people I've ever heard to really insist that endurance exercise is wearing out exercise.
Well, you think about logic, right? when you work too much, what happens? You know, a lot of people that really work really hard in life, right? The jobs are really strongly physical. They also age very fast. So, you know, there is a, you know, we need to work, but, you know, when we work too hard, too long, it's going to, you know, take us down. And that doesn't improve any quality. That is, the quantity is given, but not quality. So, you know, marathon runners, you know, compromise the quality for quantity. It's a quantity runner. And then a sprinter is a quality runner. And the quality is always better than the quantity. But the quality gives us capability actually to get the quantity of life, length of life, right? Because we are the sprinter is powerful, is strong, and everything what is built is quality, and that quality to take down takes time. So it is like that runner, before that runner, you know, ages, it will take time, a lot of time, and that will be capable also, you know, to do almost anything in life because it's so strong, so fast, so powerful. And then we know that speed is one of the things that, you know, when we age and we delay, our reflexes happens, and because of that we fall. So it is important to have the nervous system that is fast. So the faster we become, the better it is. And we know who is the fastest, you know, runner, right? Is a sprinter. The faster nervous system, the better. Then we remember things, and we don't age so fast. We are able to solve problems fast, and we're able to do those things. And as soon as we age a little bit, we talk slowly, we move slowly, we wear old clothes, we behave old, everything is old. Right? So we have to start really revamping ourselves. You know, with the happy body, you should revamp yourself. You start really looking into different clothes, different haircuts, you know, different glasses, right? You know, all different, right? So you catch up what is, you know, youthfulness, and not really what is old. It gets us when you get a little bit physically old and slow and so on. You go into this behavior that is old, and it trickles everywhere. And then we're not surprised that people really don't want to be with us at all. Yeah. So why to be with the people that are slow and, you know, outdated and so on, right? You have to upgrade yourself. Our friends are mostly, you know, in 30s and 40s. We have also friends in 50s and 60s, but we have a lot of friends in 30s and 40s. Why? Because we behave that way. So, you know, sometimes, you know, our friends, their parents are our age, and it's a really weird thing because they say, well, you know, you are like, you really like in the age of our parents. It's a really weird thing to even comprehend. But that is a, you know, immense help for you guys, and hope. You should really, you know, pick up your strength, pick up your motivation, pick up your inspiration, practice the happy body, keep and fighting for your, you know, youthfulness. You have to fight for it, and fight from many directions. It's a really great thing. Why not to fight for it, right? Like in the Zen saying, if you go forward, you fight for yourself, right? You get better and you die. But if you go backward, you get worse and you die. Well, the punchline is, why not to go forward? You live life anyway. So why not to do the right things? Why not to get better? Why not to have a quality life? Why not? Because you live anyway. You will be in the house. You will be doing this. Why not to do the things that, make you better? And you will be living this 30, 40 years, right? Why not to live this 30, 40 years with quality and then goodness and powers and so on, and be able to do whatever you want to do and not feeling any effect of aging? Why not? So if you do the happy body, you get better and you die, right? If you don't do the happy body, you get worse and you die. Why not to do the happy body?